Young Aaron Rodgers getting reinvigorated by the city of New York, because the story here in Wisconsin was that he was just in a different stage of his life and couldn't hang out with the young folks like Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson because they didn't have anything in common. Meanwhile, Sauce Gardner's watching Aaron Rodgers highlights on Twitch, and now they're going to Knicks games together, and they're joking about who Jessica Alba is, and Aaron Rodgers is just a fun old guy with all his new fun young friends, but in Green Bay, apparently, that could not have happened.
Well, hold on. Sauce Gardner and Aaron Rodgers do have something in common. They're both award winners. The Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sauce Gardner. Garrett Wilson, the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Romeo Doubs, not either of those. Rodgers only hangs out with superstars, and Sauce Gardner.
Oh, that sounds great. That's a big argument for Aaron Rodgers. You have to do something of significance for me to acknowledge.
I'm totally kidding. The change of scenery has clearly re-energized Rodgers. It seems like it's the third big revigoration of Aaron Rodgers in his career. Right, the first time was in 2008 when he took over as a starter. The second time was in 2019 when Matt LaFleur was hired as the head coach, and now this is the third one. A change of scenery. New York.
Aaron's going to go out and compete for an MVP in the AFC title.
I'm afraid he might.
Yeah, because the flip side of it is, it seems like he was not all in with Green Bay as far as leadership, because of all these different things, whether it's the voluntary workouts, hanging out with the young players, ingraining himself in the community, which is something he used to do, and then he stopped doing it in Green Bay, and now he's doing it again in New York. There's no way not to take that as some sort of slight, and felt somewhat on purpose in Green Bay. So I don't think he was all in. Now we've argued before if that affects the wins. We can leave that aside, because I also want to talk about the gang getting back together in New York. Who's all, so Randall Cobb's the latest one.
Yeah, so
Mercedes Lewis is probably next, but who's all there right now?
Yeah, let's run down the list. So obviously it started with Nathaniel Hackett, the offensive coordinator.
It's not a list. It's not demands. It's just a coincidence. Let's run down the coincidences of how these players who are tight with Aaron Rodgers.
You're as petty as Aaron Rodgers, Dad.
I'm just giving facts.
Nathaniel Hackett, Tim Boyle is former backup quarterback in Green Bay, is in New York. Billy Turner signed this week, the former right tackle. Of course, Randall Cobb, as you mentioned. I might be forgetting someone along the way, but I imagine, yes, Mercedes Lewis.
I saw Malik Taylor's out there.
Is he really?
Yep.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Shout out Malik Taylor. He was in camp with the Packers last year. Couldn't bother to show up to voluntary OTAs. Could Aaron Rodgers, though. But he's there this year.
Hey, man, when you got talent like Randall Cobb, Malik Taylor, Alan Lazard, why wouldn't you show up?
Hey, cheers to voluntary workouts. Yeah, Al Lazard there, too, by the way.
Cheers.